Right, this is finding the slope given 2 points on a line. Just a reminder that the slope is the rise and fall, so that's the up and down, divided by or over the side to side. And we can write this as delta, which means change in y, over delta, which means change in x. So it's the change in y, the up and down, over the change in x, the side to side. Now the formula for this is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And these y's come from, and x's come from a point. So when we write a point, we have x, y. So if we're given 2 points, then we have x1, y1, and x2, y2. And that's where we get these points. So let's see a few examples, and then hopefully that make more sense. So this first example says, find the slope of a line that goes through the points 1, 0, and 3, 8. So we have a point 1, 0, and we have a point 3, 8, and I've already put them on a graph just so we can see why this works. So I'm going to label this one as x1 and the 0 as y1. And I'm going to take the 3 and label that as x2, and I'm going to take the 8 and I'm going to label that as y2. That way we can just plug these straight into our formula over here, which is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So now all I need to do is I need to find my y2, which is here, and that's 8, and plug it into this formula. So I have 8 minus my y1, which is 0, divided by my x2, which is 3, minus my x1, which is 1. So now we do the subtraction. I have 8 minus 0, which is 8, and I have 3 minus 1, which is 2. So we have 8 over 2, which is 8 divided by 2, which means our slope is 4. And remember, this can be or should be 4 over 1. Both positive. So I'm just going to show that when we have this point 1, 0 right here, and we have the point 3, 8 right here, that if we do go up 4 over 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, there would be a point that's right there. And then from that point, if we again go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1, then you can see that we do get to that point, and so this is indeed the slope of this line. So now let's do some more practice. Now we have find the slope of a line that passes through -7, -2, and -6, 7. So now we write these points. We have -7, -2, and then we have -6, 7. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to label these as x1, y1, and x2, y2. And now I can take these and plug them straight in. So I need to find my y2, which is the 7, minus my y1, which is -2. So it's 7 minus -2, divided by my x2, which is -6, minus my x1, which is -7. So I have minus -7. So I'm going to rewrite these because I know that minus a negative means to add. So I'm just going to rewrite it as -7 plus 2 divided by -6 plus 7, just so it makes a little more sense to me. So now we have -7 plus 2, and that gets us -5. And we have -6 plus 7, which gets us a +1. So our slope is -5, 1, which we could also write as -5, but I'm going to leave the 1 under there and leave it as this improper, just so we know that we would go side to side 1. In this next example, find the slope of a line that passes through 1, -1, and 5, -7. So I'm going to label this 1 as x1, and I'm going to label this -1 as y1. And I'm going to take 5 and label that as x2. That looks like a y, but it's really not. Let's see if I can make it maybe. And then I'm going to label this -7 as y2. So now we take this y2, which is the negative 7, minus the y1, which is negative 1. So I have negative 7 minus negative 1. And then we take x2, which is 5, minus x1, which is 1. Now I'm going to rewrite this one again because I have a minus and negative, which means it's going to be plus. So I have negative 7 plus 1, and then I have 5 minus 1. So negative 7 plus 1 is going to get us negative 6, and 5 minus 1 gets us 4. I can reduce this. Now, when we're working with slopes, we always keep it as an improper fraction. You never make it proper because a number in front of the fraction does not tell us how much to go up or down or side to side. And so we're going to leave the big number on top because that tells us how much to go up or down. But I can divide both of these by 2. There's a fine line between the numerator and the denominator. All right, so negative 6 divided by 2 gets us negative 3, and 4 divided by 2 gets us 2. So our slope is negative 3, 2. All right, in this last example, we have to find the slope of the line that passes through negative 7, negative 8, and 0, 4. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to label these. I have my x1, and I have my y1, and then over here I have my x2, and I have my y2. So using this formula right here, I need to find my y2, which is 4. I'm going to have 4 minus my y1, which is negative 8. So I have 4 minus negative 8 divided by or over x2, which is 0, minus x1, which is negative 7. I'm going to rewrite this again because I have minus and negative on both the numerator and denominator. So I'm going to do 4 plus 8 and 0 plus 7. So we have 4 plus 8, which gets us 12, and 0 plus 7, which is 7. This cannot be reduced, and be reminded that we need to keep this as an improper fraction. So our slope is 12/7.